As you have already probably found out, B20 is now in public testing. Among the biggest changes is the addition of Lashkar Valley map, which you may have seen in the RC mod under the name of Operation Anaconda. The RC faction will however not be included just yet. Nevertheless, I sure was keen to try the map out. But first, I had a quick look at the B20 feedback channel on Squad Discord, where you can read this message. Quote, Lashkar Valley is bad map. All the cap zones are fishbowls that feel copy-pasted from other maps. And vehicles have very limited off-road capability due to the slippery rock texture covering all the hills. End quote. After seeing the same thing said yet again, I was really keen to try the map out. Please bear in mind that this took quite a few days to make and a new version was released. This along with some bug fixes appears to rename some of the caps you may see in the video. A bit of waiting and I had the public testing app downloaded and I quickly ran the map. Needless to say, I was kind of disappointed. I was promised fishbowls. These don't seem like fishbowls to me. But don't take my word for it, let's ask science. First, to conduct a fishbowl in this experiment, we need to set up a control group. Now that looks kind of like a fishbowl. Let us consider the main qualities of a fishbowl. It is transparent, it holds water, and it holds a fish. So, I ran the transparency tests and it's not looking so good, but hey, we still have 2 tests to run, or more likely 1, because the ability to hold water proves the ability to hold fish. Since given the sizes we are working with right now, we can feel free to ignore the size of the fish. Let us run some liquid simulations. And already this is not looking too good. But there are more caps in the AAS V1. We might get lucky. Not too good either, and a real shame too. This would have been a nice luxurious fishbowl with an integrated drain. Just stuff a helicopter in there, or maybe a bunch of tanks, and you should get a waterproof seal. Well, maybe not, let's move on. Nope. Next. Nope. Can maybe the last cap provide what we seek? No. And now that there's plenty more fish in the sea, we can move on to a conclusion of our little experiment. Using computational fluid dynamics, we have discovered that none of the cap zones in Lashkar Valley AAS V1 as of B20.0.0.126.31486 UAT running on Unreal Engine version 4.23.1 are able to retain fluids and as such are not suitable for holding fish. Further material analysis has revealed that none of the cap zones are transparent, and so none of the cap zones can be suspected to be a fishbowl considering these proofs. The computational models were however severely simplified, and so we might be able to achieve better results with a more detailed simulation, which in turn will require additional processing power, i.e. a supercomputer. As computational fluid dynamics often require a validation by full-scale testing, some of the local landowners have already been contacted and the related data is included in Appendix 1, basis for future research. From the above, we can conclude that Lashkar Valley is equal to any other map, and we can start looking forward to the B20 release. To be fair, I cannot leave this without stating that off-roading in the vehicles can be tedious and we might benefit from tap shift to downshift. In other news, I can't wait to see seating on Skirmish V1 layer fighting over not 1 but 3 middle caps. Oh yeah, and the territory control layers are insane. But you can go and check it out yourself by downloading the public testing app today.